that base in Australia.
Okay, I'm going to start taking calls now. And
okay.
First caller I'm speaking with is 805. State your first name and where you're calling from.
Oh, hi. This is Mike Hutchinson. I just posted that question about the Australian earthquake. The reason I thought it was suspicious is it's 6 miles deep, central Australia, very rare. It was 6.1 magnitude, and it was March 23rd, just 2 days ago. And so I was excited because I know of Tolec's, pending actions that he warned us of,
Okay, Mike, thanks for calling out specifically what it's all about. I can tell you this.
Yeah. I heard what you said about it. Yep.
Yeah, but I have additional information for you. Given, now that I have a reference point in terms of why you're asking, and it's from a different perspective, given what's going on the planet today, and I don't mean today, literally on the 25th, I'm talking about like from the 20th through today, tomorrow, the next day, we have a period of, because of a magnetic alignment in the cosmos of planets, we have a period of heavy earthquake activity and high magnitude earthquake activity. So because of cosmic alignment, that's why these earthquakes are happening in a greater frequency at a higher magnitude today, tomorrow, the day after. Same reason for the 7.9, 8.2, whatever it was, in Oaxaca, Mexico, and then the successive 5.2, 5.4, 5.3 quakes in Mexico. These are all of the same reasons. It's about the cosmic and vibratory change of this planet, and we're in a cycle of advanced change. That's the reason. It has nothing to do with taking out bases.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I thought it was suspicious, the 6 mile deep part,
Yeah. But that's my full answer.
All right, Mike, thanks very much for the question. I'm going to put you back on mute for now. And the call I'm taking now is 204. Please state your first name and where you're calling from. 204. Yes, 204, it's you. Give us your name, please.
My name is Dave.
Hi, Dave. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Canada, as a matter of fact, just outside of Winnipeg.
Excellent. Do you have a question?
Yes,
for
I
Tolec?
do.
Fire away.
I'm a little concerned when it comes to this thing about just saying that there are forces fighting these reptilians and everything. Like, we know war. We know it has a cost. What's it costing the people from Procyon and that, and the other people from the Andromeda Council that's participating in this? Like we're all rooting for them, yes. But
you know what? It's a reasonable question. And thanks for asking it. Wow, this is interesting. I've never had anybody ask this question from this perspective, but I'll tell you what I know. There are two primary reasons why the people from, the collective senior members of the Andromeda Council decided to intervene in Earth affairs. And rather than give a dissertation, I'll tell this as quickly as possible. The reptilian cabal, Illuminati control of Earth people on this planet had gotten and has gotten to just a really bad situation.
Oh, we know that.
And yeah, absolutely. But if you will, and it's almost literal, reptilians, as in Draco and Hydra reptilians, are of lizard family, and if a lizard can be compared to a snake, what the people of the Andromeda Council are doing is, it's in effect cutting off the head of the snake, cutting off the power and control manipulation of that organism called bad guys, cabal, Illuminati, etc., etc. So what they determined was, in order for the people of Earth to be able to evolve safely during this time of change, as it becomes a fourth-dimensional world and people become fourth-dimensional, in order for them to evolve safely, this malevolent, reptilian, abusive malevolent leadership, power, master puppet control thing had to go so that people could evolve safely. The second thing is that the same leadership of the Andromeda Council, because they don't exist in time, but yet they're able to look at events that happen in time. They look down the timeline 300 some odd years, 350, 360, somewhere in there, 400 years. They look down the timeline and learned that if the reptilians, in concert with the Greys from the Orion system, were allowed to continue to control the evolution and the events of the people on this planet, there would happen somewhere down the timeline an event so catastrophic and so horrific to the rest of the people in the galaxy, they couldn't allow it. They could not allow what these reptilians and Greys have been doing collectively, collaboratively, in running the people of Earth, running their own agenda. They are the best way I can close this issue is that they are in the best way possible, acting as a goodwill police force, an intergalactic UN that actually has teeth, but they only step in when absolutely necessary. Now, to specifically answer your question, there's no cost to the people of Earth. The benefit is the benefit is we get to evolve and become free, sovereign people.
We know in wars, people die. There's third-dimensional people that are probably involved in this. They can die. That's what I'm talking about, the cost. Of what's the cost to them?
All right, I'm going to introduce a concept which some people may or may not be familiar with, but I'm very comfortable with. When you say die, I think you're talking about a human being's body.
Yes.
And I'm going to use that as a preface, and I'll use a comparison. If you or anybody has spent any time in corporate America, in the morning you get up, you shower, you shave, you put on a suit. In effect, the human body itself is a biological suit. Whether it wears out at 85 or 91 or 62, or it dies unexpectedly at 31 or 35, you have an eternal soul, and you also have a fourth-dimensional spiritual essence body as well. Just because your human 3D body dies, you do not die. Everything that I've ever learned from the people on the Andromeda Council tells me that this is a truth, a very great truth. Do people who are fourth-dimensional get injured in this fighting? Yes, they do. Are there energetic, sound, light, color ways to heal their fourth-dimensional bodies? Absolutely. But the three-dimensional people that are part of the fighting, that are reptilian and human hybrids, if their bodies die, then their bodies die. That's not the end of them. They still have I'm spiritual.
You see, I'm concerned about the people, like from what I understand, the people from Procyon and a lot of the people from other places like Pallades, they are three-dimensional too, are they not?
No. The people from Procyon are four-dimensional people that manifest a three-dimensional body.
I see. Okay.
And so I do appreciate your concern for them, but there are a couple of things going on that protect them. One is they have the ability to manifest and create think about it like a force field that surrounds their body head to toe. Let's say it's 8 inches or 10 inches away from their body. So they have a protective force field. If that force field gets broken through and that third-dimensional person gets injured, and even if it gets injured to the point where that third-dimensional body is killed. Since we're still talking about a fourth-dimensional person who has fourth-dimensional capabilities, they can manifest a new third-dimensional body again.
I hear you.
And it's a different experience than what we on Earth are used to talking about, because most of us think about, when my dad dies or your wife dies or somebody's son dies, they think that they die. And that's not the case. The body dies. Yeah, the body dies, but the spirit does not. That's the best explanation I can give.
Okay,
but thanks for your concern. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and also if you're talking to them in the near future, tell them there's a couple Canadians up here that are really appreciating what they're doing.
I'll do that. I absolutely. All right, my pleasure. Have a great evening.
Dave, I'm going to put you back on hold. Okay, the next caller I'm bringing on the air is 252. 252, please state your first name and where you're calling from. Hello, 252, you are on the air.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Jewel. I'm from the Outer Banks of North Carolina. And Tolec, it's a great pleasure to get to speak with you finally. I appreciate your time and everything you're doing.
I saw your note earlier today. Hello there.
Oh, hello. The question that I have for you tonight, Tolec, is nothing that I've wrote you about. I didn't get to catch the show in the very beginning, so I really don't know what date, if you even set a date, that all of this has happened. But when I say the coast of North Carolina, I mean the Outer Banks, like on the ocean. I'm on the coast.
Yeah, no, I know where you are. It's a beautiful place. I've been to Nag's Head, so I know the Outer Banks. Yep.
Okay, great. Well, anyway, ever since early last week, I get up real early. I'm handicapped, and I get up real early in the morning, and I go out and I check the stars out and everything, and around 5:30 every morning Eastern Time, if I look down the ocean from where I'm at towards the southeast, I've been seeing this big sphere. It looks like a moon, but it's not the moon, but it's full. It's a big sphere. And I was wondering if that could be anything that's going on with our people here.
Okay.
Or if you know anything about it.
Okay, I understand 90% of your statement. It's the question that I don't understand. When you said, if it's anything to do with our people, can you tell me what you mean?
Well, with the Andromedan Council people and their big sphere or ball of energy that's going to be coming by somewhere.
Okay. All right. Two-part answer. So part A is the sphere that you're seeing on the horizon of the ocean. I honestly don't know what it is based on where you're seeing it, but that sphere has nothing to do with this ball of light or orb that will be manifested sometime in the near future. They're two completely different.
Okay.
Two completely different things. The second thing is I am aware that there is a sphere that was sent by the people of Jupiter that is viewable. It was sent on behalf of the Andromeda Council, but by the people of Jupiter, and it's viewable from people in the South Pole Antarctic area. And it's basically a science space station. And they are monitoring the sun pulses, the sun coronal mass ejections, both on the side of the sun we're exposed to, as well as the other side. It's monitoring all of the Earth changes. That's why that particular sphere is there. But I'm not aware of this one that you're talking about on the east coast of the U.S. Off the Outer Banks. Sorry.
Well, if you find out anything about it, please let us know.